Penta made his debut on WWE Raw on January 13th in a match against Chad Gable. Let me tell you, a star was born. And this is the best that Penta has looked, and that, just when it comes to his presentation and just his in-ring work. And I will say this, the match against Chad Gable, this showed this is how you get a star over in wrestling. It's not just about move after move. And Penta was in AEW for a few years, I think for 4 or 5 years. And when I first saw Penta in AEW, I was like, you know what? This guy is talented. Then after I saw, like his 4th match, and then his 5th and 6th and 7th, I wasn't impressed, because I'm like, it's just move after move in AEW. And when I heard that he was going to be joining WWE, I wasn't really excited, because I'm like, I haven't seen anything new from him. In every match that he has in AEW, it was just the same match with no selling, no ring psychology. But on Monday Night Raw, he changed my mind. And the thing is, the first thing is the presentation, with him coming out, how he was presented as a star. And then with Chad Gable is one of the best wrestlers right now. And I wish that WWE would push him. I know he's a smaller guy, but the guy is just fantastic. He's a great worker, and he knows how to get the job done. So Penta had a good dance partner in the ring with him, and that's why he really shined. But then also with Penta, just being able to adjust to the WWE style, I thought that he did a good job. And I feel like this is how it's done, and even with Chad Gable was working on Penta's knee, Penta sold. I've never seen Penta sell anything when he was in AEW. He did not sell move. I think the longest he was down like after a move in AEW was like maybe 3 seconds. But he really sold, and things made sense. Now there's a few, I think like the beginning of the match, I think with the headlock, that seemed like a little off. And then but there was one point where he was trying to do he did like a springboard leg drop. And I felt like, I don't know if it has just something to do with the ropes, with the WWE ring compared to the AEW, but he was able to, to catch his footing, or whatever you want to call it. And it was actually a good match. And, eventually, like I said, Chad Gable was working on Penta's knee. And then eventually Penta was able to use his high flying, attacks, and then he hit his finisher, and he pinned Chad Gable, and he got the 1, 2, 3. And then after that, he had that promo, even though I didn't understand most of what he was saying, because most of it was actually in Spanish, but he was pretty much saying that, this is the Penta era, and WWE is his new home, and he is here to make a statement and to take care of business. And he was over big time. The crowd was really into the match, and his family was there. So it was just really good to see. So it's just crazy how Penta was when he was in AEW, how I really just did not care about him as a wrestler, because like I said before, it was move after move, no selling, nothing felt special. And then he makes his debut at WWE Raw, or on WWE Raw, and just the difference in the presentation compared to WWE and AEW, it's just unbelievable. This is how you make a star. And I know it was just his first match, and I know that Chad Gable did a good job with working with Penta. So I just can't wait to see how will WWE use Penta, for the next few months. I really think that they can build something with Penta. And then also just to see how someone can get over with the crowd, and this is how you do it. That it's just, that it's not that difficult. And it just shows you that AEW needs to get their stuff together. It is one thing to have, to have a match, and I'm not saying all matches have to be the same, but with AEW you have move after move for most of the time, move after move and no selling and people just having matches. There's no setup. So they did a really good job, WWE. You know, they did a really good job of putting this together, and also with Penta and Chad Gable in the ring. So let's see what's going to happen. Take care. Have a good one.